everyone. It's Monday, January 11th from Nashville. I'm Charles Brown, Portfolio Manager with CB3 Financial. Glad you're here with us. After a long day at the trade desk, here I am. We've got all kinds of things happening in politics. As you well know, the second impeachment of our president just 10 days before he leaves office. The market jitters from that, the market jitters from the crypto crash, which happened over the last 36 to 48 hours. We'll get into all of it. Glad you guys are with us. It is the Monday Market Mashup, the Monday edition of CB3 Live, and we want you guys to be with us on a regular basis. And the way to do that, of course, is to subscribe to us. Subscribe on YouTube by clicking the subscribe button and then hitting the bell so that you know when we go live. Usually these Monday programs are pre-recorded, but sometimes they're live, and we want you to be there if we do go live. Also follow us on Twitter. I tweet every single day, sometimes twice a day, especially as we head into this last 9 days before the next presidential administration. Also, you'll find us on Facebook and LinkedIn. A lot of LinkedIn people lately. Today's thumbnail, market jitters and the crypto collapse. We'll get to that. The corona update, still seeing just huge numbers, just short of 300,000 new cases yesterday. This is not going to ebb, I think, for another few weeks anyway. As fast as they're vaccinating people, we're still having, I think, fallout from the holiday season when people just got together and ignored the social distancing, recommended procedures, and then people got sick. In my Chicago condo, we lost a resident there that I'd known for 3.5 years, the whole time we were there, and she died of COVID-19. And it's a tragedy. It's tougher, of course, when you know people. So we just have to continue to be diligent, keep cleaning ourselves and washing our hands, wear the mask and stay distant, and get vaccinated at your earliest possibility if that's something that you want to do. I realize that not everybody does, but if you can do it, I think you should. So how does this break down? 27 million almost workers have been affected by COVID-19 in this downturn. About 7.5 million employed, but experiencing a cut in pay and hours. We have 2 children that experience that. You probably have that in your own family. 10.7 officially unemployed, almost 5 dropped out of the labor force. So 5,000 working Americans just dropped out and have given up. 3.7 unemployed, but misclassified as employed or not in the labor force, because we're still trying to get data, accurate data on how this pandemic has affected working Americans. And it's just going to take time to gather that. I hope 2021 provides some answers in that area. On the economy, here we are, year-to-date performance. Look at that, the Russell, 5.9%. The other 3 indices pretty much neck and neck at just a little over 1% for the year. Not too bad a performance, considering we still have so much uncertainty with the pandemic, with the political situation, and of course, earnings season coming up, which will be the focus of Thursday night's show. The collapse in cryptos. Here we just talked about it last Thursday night, and I proudly showed my account statement that had risen from 50,000 to 180,000. And of course, I continue to get calls from people, including one viewer who said, "I don't care what it is, I just want a ticker symbol so I can buy on Monday." Well, I'm real glad I didn't give that out. As I continue to say, this is an area we are exploring. I share my explorations with you. I share my actual trading with you so you can see it and know that I'm not just talking steam here. But, we're down about 30% from where we were the last time I spoke to you because of various factors. And I don't want to get overly obsessed with where cryptos are, but it is an emerging asset class. It is going to have steep corrections, and it's not something for the faint of heart. And it did roil the markets today because its market cap, which had just ticked over 1.1 trillion, dropped to 832 billion. Again, still quite a decent size, but compared to equities and bonds, it's just a blip on the scale. Many people today calling for cryptos to exceed gold's market value within 5 years. We'll see if that's the case. Basically, it slid 21% Sunday and Monday. Now, something to know about cryptos if you're interested in following the crypto market, they trade 24/7. They were trading on Christmas Day. They never stop, they never close, and that's either a feature or a benefit. It's supposed to reduce volatility. I'm laughing because it sure didn't help over the last 36 to 48 hours, but that is one feature of the crypto market, whereas all the other exchange traded products do take a break on Saturday and Sunday, at least most of them do. I'll be real glad to not show the 2020 election slide here, but it's just inevitable. The House plans to try to impeach the president 9 days before he leaves office. They're pressing ahead on that. I think it's ridiculous. I understand that almost everybody on the Democrat side and 100% of the people in the media are upset with Mr. Trump. Upset's a pretty tame word, actually. But the reality is he's going to be gone soon, and just let it go. And for today's word of wisdom, I just couldn't help but resort, I guess it was a Freudian slip, but to present to you something from Mark Twain. Suppose you were an idiot, and then suppose you were a member of Congress. But then I repeat myself. That's from Mark Twain, well, more than 100 years ago, and I think it kind of applies to what's happening right now. You guys be sure and stay with us on Thursday night. Show up and you'll hear the beginning of earnings season. It always starts with the financials. We'll see how that looks. The financials have been underperforming, but with the 10-year yield crossing over 1%, I know that sounds crazy, right? Wow, we're excited. It's over 1%. It's been under 1% for months and months, but that could bode well for financials. We don't want to see interest rates run away, of course, because that means inflation. But to see the 10-year yield anywhere between 2 and 3% would be very welcome, in my opinion, because money coming out of bonds, in other words, causing the yield to rise, means they're going somewhere, and that usually means they're going into equities. And then the political pathos, which just continues, eventually, I believe, will stop after Joe Biden is sworn in on Wednesday. Just a reminder, be sure to subscribe. Tell your friends, okay? We want to build our audience here in 2021. Tell your friends, and we will continue to broadcast live on Thursday and pre-recorded on Mondays. But that's the goal here, is to continue to bring you this information that's useful to you guys, and we appreciate you getting the word out. So that's where we are. That's the Monday Market Mashup for Monday, January 11th. From Nashville, I'm Charles Brown, Portfolio Manager with CB3 Financial. Send your questions and comments to cb3@cb3.com. Welcome to hear from you, and we will see you Thursday night.